Josh Raven here with Esports at E-League, joined by Blade from Flipside Tactics off of the back of a win in the semi-finals against Mousesports. And we'll first talk about that game. People were quite divided, they weren't sure who was going to come out on top. In the end, it was you guys very convincingly. Why were you able to win with such a big lead?
Well, today we had a very good chemistry, and we had a good pre-game game plan. So I prepared a good game plan for two maps, especially for cash. A lot of teams think that we don't play cash, but it's easy. This map is really easy. It's mostly about skill. You don't need to do something special there. Just it's easy map. So it's those teams who pick this map as the best map. It's bad idea because it's always random, like Dust 2, for example, because it's really easy to do like a lot of stuff there, especially when you know how team play and your opponent plays. So we had a good plan and especially good chemistry, a lot of motivation. So we were struggling for each frag, a lot of clashes, 2-on-2 situations. We won a lot of this stuff, so we was on fire today. That's all.
Okay, before we look forward to the final, I think it is important to look back to yesterday and the moment that World Edit broke CSGO records, I believe. Any insight into why he just happened to come alive in that game and put up probably the best performance ever?
Well, he did really well. He didn't miss at all. I think it's just a matter of a bunch of coincidences, so like different factors. It happens sometimes. Someday somebody must do break a record, but we knew how Fox was playing city side, so we were playing we were trying to play a lot of we were depending a lot on op. I prepared a plan to challenge them a lot with op because they have a lot of flaws in movement and so on and so on. So he just did his job, but they played really aggressive sometimes and too cocky. I don't know, they were picking too much, and he just broke the record. So I hope he'll do this more. For example, on major.
Yeah, on the major, and of course tomorrow as well. You'll be playing Na'Vi in the final. It's always a tough game to go against them. What do you think is going to be the key factor for beating them? I believe Sean Garris said it's come down to the map veto when you're playing Na'Vi. What do you think is one of the key to beating them?
I always I always say this, that when you're playing Na'Vi, it's always all about Na'Vi, like how they play, not how you play. So they're like top 2 in the world. Like the level of skill, of experience, they're like high-class players and high-class team. We're just the team who's trying to break through the group stage on majors. So we're just trying to break the wall and find our place among top teams. So they're just better than us. But of course, if they will play their best game, and we play our best game, they will win. It's never doesn't matter what map. So if they will play not so good as they played yesterday with us, then we will just smash them. Yeah, we win them a lot because they do a lot of mistakes, and we trying to set up on the map, especially I'm trying to set players in those positions so they could use the advantage of those aggressive plays, mistakes of players. So we are using their mistakes immediately and winning the rounds. So we'll see, but we'll try our best as always.
Well, tomorrow's game is somewhat of a preview for the major because you have them in your group as well alongside NIP and I believe Optic, if I'm correct. Obviously a difficult group again with Na'Vi and NIP. What are your goals as a team going into that? It's going to be tricky to make it out, but do you think you guys can do it? Is there certain parameters you need to fill to get there?
The goal is to pass the group stage, first of all. It will be a huge relief for us, finally we passed the group stage. And then we will refocus and play, for example, playoffs. But we have a really tough group, I think, and Optic is a underdog for sure, and they can surprise a lot of teams. We play them on offline qualifier, and they play really good. I can say that they have a lot of potential, like among other NA teams. The structure, the discipline of the players is really good, and they do the right things. We played train, and they did a lot of our stuff on train, like that we used to do. We were surprised that they do proper things, like proper movement, rotations. So really good. So Optic can surprise, but we will prepare like all new stuff for major. So I think we will surprise a lot of teams too.